Alrighty, it is Monday morning. I don't know the last time I worked on a Monday. I think it's been a minute. But today's the day to do that again. I gotta adjust my temperature controls in here. Got a little wonky on the window. Anyway, so I don't know that today's going to be all that different from a Friday, except for the scratch off cashing in. I did do pretty well. I got my money back. Put it that way. I think I made $5 Friday. So nothing wrong with that. I like it when I don't lose money. But yeah, today's probably just Walt to dialysis and me to the grocery store. So I did not do my legs this weekend, which I kind of regret, but I'm not really sure why I didn't. Just lazy, I guess. It's really hard to get motivated to exercise when it's this damn hot. I mean, I'm keeping the streak alive, and I'm even getting doubles. But yeah, the resistance training is what's really tough when it's so hot. My shoulders really bother me. I was surprised to be able to get through a push workout. I haven't done any pulls since I heard it. Still don't know exactly what I did. I didn't do anything out of the ordinary as far as exercises go. I didn't do anything different with kettlebells or any of that kind of stuff. But it is what it is, as they say. Anywho, I'll get my cardio in. Maybe I can get myself pumped up enough to, no pun intended, pumped up enough to do my legs and eat some of that pasta that's sitting in the fridge screaming out for me to eat. Being a Monday, I would normally weigh in, check in with my accountability person, and compare it from Monday to Monday to Monday. But when I'm working on a Monday and I'm getting up at 3 whatever and not in my normal routine bathroom wise and all that good stuff, I don't weigh. So I weighed yesterday, was quite pleased. I'll weigh again tomorrow morning when I get up, and hopefully be on a good track to hit my goal by the time I get down to Charleston. So yeah, we'll see what I weigh. I'm down. I didn't think about the month. It's the beginning of the month too. Damn, I missed a Monday and a first of the month weigh-in. Oh well. Maybe I'll take yesterday's and tomorrow's and average them and say that's what I weighed this morning, just to have a number for the first of the month. I think that's fair, right? Yeah, because I could have lost a little bit yesterday, even though I weighed first thing in the morning. So I could have lost a little bit. I ate, how did I eat yesterday? I ate fine. I mean, I ate like I've been eating. Been trying to make my brain more accepting of hunger pangs. So there's that. But I'm getting there. I still would like to get down. Man, if I could get down to the 270s by the time I go to Charleston, that would be, I think that'd be a win. But, we'll see. Anywho, I'm rambling now, and I'm almost at the workhouse. So, I'll talk to you later. All right. El Padre is at the dialysis clinic, and I got to go back to the house. Let me ask you a question. What do you think the chances are that somebody has a Lynyrd Skynyrd t-shirt but has never heard of Led Zeppelin? I find that a little hard to believe. That doesn't sound right to me. You know Lynyrd Skynyrd enough to have a shirt of theirs, but you never heard of Led Zeppelin. I'm going to say the only channel in Greenville on the radio, and maybe there's two, but I don't know of a radio station that would play Lynyrd Skynyrd that wouldn't also play Led Zeppelin. In fact, they might even play Led Zeppelin more than they play Lynyrd Skynyrd. Okay, I've got a Led Zeppelin shirt on. Man at the dialysis clinic looks at me and says, Led Zeppelin, never heard of them. I said, oh, okay. I'm not pursuing this conversation. Then he says, I've got a real nice Lynyrd Skynyrd shirt at home. I'm like, okay, congratulations. But anyway, yeah, so as Pops and I are walking out, get in the truck, and I close the garage door, and it goes about halfway down, and then it drops. And so I know that there is a bolt that comes off from time to time, and that's probably what it is. Here's the problem. I'm not sure that I have a house key. So I'm going to see if this key that's on this ring is indeed a house key, and I can get into the house. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I sure as hell wasn't going to go to the grocery store and come home with a big load of groceries and not be able to get in the house. So we're going to check before we go any farther. We're going to see if I've got a front door key, and if I don't know what I'm going to do, because there ain't a damn window in there I can get in. Not my fat ass. So let's just see. And I'll let you know. All right. It was, in fact, the bolt that came loose, and it took me a minute to find the nut that came off the bolt. I looked and moved some things around until it occurred to me that I was closing the door when it fell, and that there was every chance that that bolt or nut fell outside the garage door, and in fact, it did. So I found it, put it back on, and when I get home, I'm going to put some Loctite on it. And so hopefully it won't continue to do that. It was also the house key that I had on my key ring. I wasn't sure it was, and it was. It got the door and the deadbolt, so I was quite happy to be able to get in the house when it's in the 90s, or close to it. And got my groceries, got some goodies for the 4th of July. What else? Oh, damn. Yeah, I forgot corn. Oh well. I'll get some later. So, I got some Tostones. Man, I love Tostones. But what I have to do, which is what I did today, was it took 3 of them out to eat and threw the bag back there, so I'm not going to dig right into the bag. Otherwise, I'd eat the whole bag on the way home. And I need some carbs, but I don't need that many carbs. So I got a little shot of carbs. I got some caffeine going. I'm going to get home, get the groceries put away, and then I'm going to try to do my legs. Not sure how that's going to go, but yeah. I did some interesting reading today about a propaganda campaign run by the U.S. military, targeted the primarily Southeast Asia. It did reach into the Middle East, which is technically Southwest Asia. So let's just say pretty much South Asia. At the beginning of the COVID pandemic, basically trying to misinform the constituents primarily of the Philippines, but it did bleed over into Cambodia and Laos and Vietnam and some of the other Southeast Asian countries. To using a hash, they started over 300 social media accounts on all the platforms, and basically trying to convince them that any vaccine any PPE that came out of China was worthless, was no good. And now in hindsight, now that they've been found out, they believe that the effort to do so was effective and more than likely cost thousands upon thousands of deaths in the Philippines, COVID deaths, because they weren't getting the vaccine because of this misinformation. Well, there's a lot to unravel there, and there's a lot to try to figure out who you trust. Were the American vaccines any better than the Chinese vaccines? Oh, and they used the hashtag, China is the virus. That's the best part. Hashtag China is the virus. So, whether you believe in vaccines or not, man, I don't know. I changed my mind more, or I leaned the other direction more and more every day, and I was vaccinated, I think, 4 times. At least 3 times. And now I'm thinking, that was probably a waste of time, because I still got COVID twice. And until I find out what's wrong with my heart, it's hard for me to not think maybe the vaccines had a little something to do with my heart. Who knows? Maybe we'll find out. Maybe we'll never will. Crazy. Yeah, Google it. Read about it. Either China is the virus or China, all one word because it's a hashtag, China Ang, A-N-G. China Ang virus. I think that's Filipino for is. I don't know. I think that's what I read. Anyway. Yeah, that's one of the cool things about Wikipedia, man. They don't hold back. If they're going to tell you about something, they're going to tell you about something, even if it's not too kind towards any one government entity. We are always justifying our military's behavior with the under the scope of protecting the world from communism. I think that's part of this situation. Okay, anyway. Good football matches today. One starts in about half an hour that I'm anxious to see. Belgium and France. That should be a doozy. So we'll see. And then the second one is good too, but I don't remember. 3 o'clock. Yeah. So I think that's it for now. See ya. All right. Back in the truck. Going to get El Padre. I did manage to get my groceries, get them home, get them put away, and get my 30 minutes of cardio and my legs 5x5 superset. That's 5 sets, 5 reps, and then I actually superset squats and deadlifts. So I wanted to do more and was about to start, even though I was getting short on time, and then I thought better about it because my back still doesn't feel great, and I did go up on my squat weight today. I say up from the last, I don't know how long, back to where I was before I abandoned squats a while back, whenever that was. I say abandoned, I don't mean like months and months, but took enough time away from them that I needed to kind of build back up. Anyway, so I'm good with that. In this heat, 30 minutes of cardio and a superset 5x5 is pretty good. Of course, I remembered something I forgot at the grocery store. So I take my father down for his soft pretzel. I'm going to go and get some corn too while I'm at it. And then anything else that pops into my head that I didn't get the first time. So anyway, that's all. See you in a little while.